Again, welcome to Open Hwo Lessons. The cheese for today is UF3+4 Okizeme. Just like that, UF3+4 Okizeme. You might have seen it before when you were playing another Hwoarang or watching another Hwoarang. So we're gonna deep dive into this specific Oki, how it affects combos, most especially the B&Bs, and what options can you do, and how is it foolproof? Is it not foolproof? Is it an option you should go for, or is it an option your opponent should be afraid of? So let's showcase. There are around 1, 2, 3, 4 options you could do after this Oki. Around 4. So we'll cover the first one. And to test Okizeme, make sure you're looking at ground technique and on stand-up as well. And of course, look at the combo you're doing, how the combo ends. So in this case, the way the combo ends for a 4-3+4, the bicycle kicks, how it ends is that they end up just like that. You can see Hwoarang right there. If I turn this to not set, wait, why did you do that? Do it again. Do it again. Fall. He ends up feet facing you, head up, facing up, feet towards you. Right. F-U, F-T. So that's the most important part about testing Oki. You need to know, how to get positioned. And then, you want to see which of the two affect the way they get up. Like, okay, so how many options do they have to get up? So if it's ground technique, that's around 4. And then of course, if that's stand-up, that's like a lot. Way more than ground technique. So you test both. So here, we're gonna have him do wake up mid-kick, because that's one of the more obvious things. So we'll have him do, do a basic combo again, and then do it, and then see if it affects. He does wake up mid-kick. Okay, so you've confirmed that you need to test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 8 options. So let's check ground technique. Does it affect? Reset again, do a combo, end it in the move you want to end it to, and they still tech roll. That means you need to test everything. So what is one of the options you could do after a 4-3+4? One of them is just doing down back 4. Why down back 4? Because if they're on the floor, down back 4 hits grounded. Lucky, oh, that's great. You want on an option that hits grounded. So if they tech, right? And you do a basic combo again. If they tech and you do up 4-3+4, it doesn't hit them. But I believe they cannot punish you for it either. So we'll have Hwoarang here do the combo for us. You and I, we're both waiting for the combo. I'm gonna tech. I'm gonna try to punish him. No punish. No punish indicator. So since there's no punish indicator, that means this is a kind of safe option you could run for. And of course, I was wake up while standing 4. Why this option? Because, just as I mentioned earlier, it hits grounded. And you saw it earlier during the replay. When I was asking the computer Hwoarang to do it, I got refloated. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's the main reason why. And so they get refloated, and if they stay on the floor, you hit them grounded. So of course you have to check that with every other option, right? So against quick rolls or tech rolls, if you do RFF 4-3 into a 4-3+4, it doesn't hit. However, you also aren't punished, and since you're also not punished, you can run another option. Because remember, down back 4 can transition to right flamingo. And you know what I'm thinking? Putting them in that sweet old cheese, the RFF F4 mix-up. Here you go, +1, 8-frame move over and over again, brushing your teeth. Deadly mix-up. And again, that puts them in the position where they need to high crush, or use an option that beats RFF F4. And of course, that's very, very small. And you can now put them in that situation over and over again. And if they don't tech to avoid it, they either may A, get reset, or B, get hit grounded by down back 4. And if they get hit grounded by down back 4, they don't really incur much, but you also don't lose a lot, because you get the hit. You get 11 damage, and you can still run up to them. So it's win-win. It's win-win for Hwoarang. So of course, we tested again with quick roll. Just for the sake of testing, we're gonna put all of it so that you can see it. I'm gonna be ending it with RFF 4-3. And I believe we can catch that option. What you could do, right, instead of attempting right flamingo, is just do one empty and then punish them. It gets endless from there. You just keep doing it for every option. Let's say that was quick recovery, right? You do it for back roll. You test it. You just do down back 4 once. Okay. They get hit grounded. They're far. This is a situation where you could wave a. You could do FF4. You could enter left flamingo, right flamingo, right RFF. The choice is yours. The cheese is in your hands at that point. So you'll check again. Can I catch them? You cannot. So even if I believe if you enter flamingo, right flamingo, nothing will happen. No, nothing will happen. So if they keep running that option, at least you know. That's the important part about Oki. Oki is about knowing it. You gotta know it. Just like most situations, you gotta know it. But of course, this is your offense, and you gotta know your offense a lot. So that's, you've tested 1, 2, 3, 4 options, and now we'll move on to the next one, which is wake up backwards, stand up, blah 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 blah. And we I'll just showcase to you what option you could possibly do with down back 4. So because down back 4 has 3 options, if you haven't noticed, down back 4 by itself, down back 4-4, and down back 4 forward or back into entering right flamingo, and then pressing a multitude of right flamingo buttons, or flamingo switching into left. So here you go, wake up backwards in play. We're gonna do the same combo again that I always do. You know, it gives control. And you notice this is the one that gives the reset. So against the ground techniques, you don't get the reset at all versus any of these. You just get a safe situation where you can catch them, tech roll, catch them with right flamingo, put them in RFF F4 mix-up against tech rolls. Against quick recovery, you just do down back 4 and then you punish the quick recovery, right? And then against back quick roll, you just take the damage with down back 4. So you notice here against wake up backwards, and it's in the stand up category, is that you get the reset. You see that? He gets refloated. Wake up, they don't tech roll or quick recovery, so on and so forth. You get more damage, but you don't get an additional tailspin. You get extra damage, but not an additional tailspin. You could extend the reset with another thing that does pick up grounded and would semi-float them back into the air to get the reset. But we're just covering down back 4. Don't get too excited. We'll cover it. It's the next option beside down back 4. We'll get there in a bit. So that's wake up backwards. So you want to check, okay, do most of the wake up options that aren't wake up kick, mid low, or recovery kick or spring kick get reset? Well, only one way to find out, right? You click on stand up, you launch them, you do the combo, RFF forward 3 or forward 3+4, then down back 4. And then, oh, what do you know? He got floated again. So again, you double check that with front roll. That's just similar to quick recovery. But we'll see how similar it is to quick recovery. It's not, you know, he's gonna get cheese reset all over again, right? So again, one more launch. One more launch. You need to have cheese and hit them there. So of course, it's hitting all the side rolls is what you're noticing. And this is how you're going to be testing Oki, or testing most stuff in general in Tekken. And that floated again. So now, moment of truth. You're going to be going to the wake up options. So if against side tech rolls, both tech rolls, it missed. However, you could put them in a right flamingo trap, mix up, frame trap. Again, whatever cheese you want to call it, right? What happens if they do these options, right? Wake up mid, wake up low, recovery kick, and spring attack. Will it yield the same results as quick recovery? Or will it give you a hit, a guaranteed hit, like back quick roll? Again, only way to find out is to test it, to go out there and press these buttons. So wake up mid kick is set. We're going to do the combo we've always been doing. Here you go. Bicycle kicks, moment of truth, and it's still reset. So, again, you just make sure. Don't skimp out on these details. Go over it again. Check. Is this really the Oki I want to be using? Okay. That also beats that. Do it again. Check it. Oh, still catching over it. Still catching it. Spring kick. One last. And how good is the down back 4 Oki after a forward 3+4? Very, very good, it would seem. Very, very good. So, ending with RFF forward 3 LFS forward 3+4 is very good for Hwoarang. And we're only covering one option you could potentially do off down, which is down back 4 after a forward 3+4. And off that one alone, you might think, you know, that's pretty strong. And you're telling me he has more? Yeah, he does. He does. This is why this is one of the best Oki options for Hwoarang. So guys, that's the first option you could run after RFF forward 3 or forward 3+4, or a forward 3+4 in general. The next one we're going to cover is the counterpart. I know, you wanted another reset after down back 4. It's okay. Here's the partner to down back 4. RFF 3. Now you're like, RFF 3? How do I do that? I'm ending it on RFF 40 of 4+4. I'm back in LFF. That's why I press down back 4. Might not have enough frames to do RFF into RFF 3? Well, that's where you're wrong. You're gonna have frame. You actually have enough cheese to run it. So again, we'll have him. So you have to double check, because yes, down back 4 may be really good versus all the ground options, but is the partner in crime, RFF 3, the same? Is he as good? So of course, since you already know what Oki you're ending it on, which is RFF 40 of 4 LFS of 4+4 or of 4+4 by itself, and you know which techniques, ground techniques or stand-up techniques affected, and in this case, both affected. That's why we're testing both. And you have to do the same thing for RFF 3. So again, you non-set this, quick roll left, and we do the same combo. And this time, you have to dash RFF 3. Ah, okay. You see that? It's the same situation as down back 4. If you did down back 4 by itself, they tech roll. The difference is, if you do RFF 3, you're back in LFF. Okay. So you're like, okay, can I make it like down back 4? Can I enter right flamingo? Because you can enter right flamingo in RFF 3. You just have to press RFF 3 4. Right? Can I? Oh, whoa. If you wanted to fox step, this was your chance. If you wanted to avoid, you wanted to kill time off the clock, you wanted to win by time, that's one of the options you could easily run. So it's not exactly in your favor. However, you are running away from your opponent, so that's an option you could use and make it in your... Because it's not in your favor in regards to, adding more pressure and adding more damage, and you're trying to put them in frame traps and more mix-ups. No, that's like running away and wasting the time because you have the life lead, But okay, so if that's not the one you're going for, and you're trying to make sure it's like down back 4, or it's similar to down back 4, similar to effect. So the question is, can you get punished? So with down back 4, you can't. What about RFF 3? So you ask the computer to do that for you, do the exact combo again. So here we're gonna have it do it. I'm gonna tech roll left, and I'm gonna see if I can wake up punish him. Oh, no punish indicator again. So since there's no punish indicator, that means you're safe if you run this option. Haha, you're safe. But however, it's not as nuanced as down back 4. Because down back 4, yes, you're safe. And yes, you get an additional mix-up on top of it if they wake up and you do RFF F4 and they so happen to be caught, Unlike RFF 3, you could extend it, but if you extend it, the result is running away. Your character, Hwoarang, is going to go really, really far away from the opponent. Here in this case, what's going to happen is you're in front of your opponent. You don't exactly have the frames in your favor. So you might be blocking a mix-up. But you were like, how true is that? So, in order to test how true that is, since it's not like, down back 4 situation where it's still technically kind of your turn, you want to see if it is technically kind of your turn as well with RFF 3. So to do that, we add a jab. We'll put a jab. Just a jab. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm still going to press a button. I'm still going to do wake up while standing 4-4. I'm going to tech left, and I'm just going to mash 4. There you go, counter hit. So, you do not have frames. So even if, albeit you are safe from the situation, if they tech roll and it whiffs, if you press a button after it, you are slower, way slower in regards to frames to the opposing Hwoarang, in this case. It could be a Lydia, it could be a Xiaoyu, it could be whoever. Basically, if you press a button after RFF 3 and they tech rolled, whether that be left or right, and you didn't do RFF 3-4 or whatever shenanigan after RFF 3, which is gonna make you run away and avoid, kill the clock, you're going to get hit, you're going to get interrupted, and at worst, you're going to get counter hit launched, and that's something you really, really don't want. So it avoids both tech rolls avoided. And you don't get a favorable situation just like down back 4 because you could enter right flamingo. So could it outshine a down back 4 in the quick recovery? Because if you default into entering right flamingo, you're going to get punished by quick recovery, right? Because if you press any button after it, you're going to lose a quick recovery. So here, is that a different story? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's another reset by itself. So here, if down back 4 couldn't catch it, including with the second hit, here it catches. So now you're starting to see Hwoarang has a really, really good Oki game, because that's just two options, and you're seeing how one option covers the weakness of the other option. But of course, one option. So let's say, in the recovery, the quick recovery, down back 4 isn't as favorable in the situation because you got to think about it. You have to do down back 4 and then punish the quick recovery, right? Here, you could just default to RFF 3 and you'll get the reset on it. And RFF 3, even if it is inferior to down back 4 versus the tech rolls, because you could keep yourself safe by spamming RFF F4 in their face, you're technically safe because frame-wise, they can't punish you. But you're also not as safe because it's technically their turn, frame-wise. You can challenge, but know that there is a risk because the frames aren't in your favor. So, but the key component there is that they're both safe. And that's making RFF 3 look good in this particular situation. It may not give you additional plus frames or a mix-up against the tech rolls, but at least you're safe, and now it catches the thing down back 4 couldn't catch. So you move on to back quick roll. So down back 4 could hit. So you just need to make sure RFF 3 does the same. Ah, different. It's way, way different. If down back 4 got the hit, here you may not get the hit if your dash forward 3+4 is not on point. And if you do, it's a block. Ah, but that's still safe and it's -4. So that's great for Hwoarang as well. So, and if down back 4 could get an additional situation versus the tech rolls, this is where RFF 3 is going to get additional situations against quick back roll. Because that's when you can add stuff like this. And now you put them back in the same situation over and over again, albeit through a different way. So that covers all the ground techniques, and it's looking pretty good for RFF 3. Probably not better because it doesn't catch the tech rolls, which are more common, but at least it shuts down quick recovery, and it puts the same RFS F4 mix-up back in back quick roll. So now you check out stand-up. Does it get the same reset versus the same stuff, the same rolls or stand-ups that down back 4 gets? Because you want to know if there's a point, if there's a point in interchanging your Oki option after a forward 3+4. Because you could be defaulting to 1. But it involves that dash, that sweet dash. Oh, it hits grounded. It doesn't refloat like down back 4, but that's something you'll take because you're already used to that situation with back quick roll. So we're changing it to stand up here. Basic combo, same thing over and over again. You've seen this before. It's grounded. Okay, that's fine. Front roll, moving forward. Would this do the reset? No reset. Still hits. Again, that's still really good for Hwoarang in this situation. Off the bicycle kicks or bird kicks, whatever you want to call it. We're moving closer and closer to the last 4 options. Here we go. All hits, all hits. Now wake up mid kick, the kicks. Now, does it have any trouble here? No, it does not. But you notice it did give a counter hit, but it wasn't a counter hit when they stood up. It was a counter hit where they were still on the floor and they got pushed all the way. So it's a different kind of counter hit. So you're not able to get as much plus frames, but you're able to get a little bit more damage from the grounded hit. Now spring recovery kick and then spring kick. Yes, this is the kind of cheese they love to see. Oh no! Another situation that is not good for the opponent. So if you get the dash 3 and they do a toe kick, they are going to eat a lot of damage. What about the spring kick? That's the last one. The last. Oh no. Oh no, no. You're starting to see, in the situations that down back 4 didn't cover, RFF 3 covered. And the situations where RFF 3 couldn't get as much reward, down back 4 could get as much reward. That's the beauty of the Oki. Hwoarang Oki. If you do end in RFF 4-3, a forward 3+4, or a forward 3+4 by itself, just running these 2 options alone is pretty deadly to the opponent. So we're gonna run the next option. This is probably the last common option for Hwoarang Oki of a forward 3+4. Now we're gonna move on to RFF forward 3. That's right. Another dash. However, this dash is different. This is dash into RFF. And the only option you can get is, again, right flamingo or RFF. Right flamingo or RFF again. Or enter LFF, right? And down back 4 is also just right flamingo. Here, with RFF forward 3, you get the left flamingo options. But I believe the question would probably be, why do a high? That's not going to catch them. You'll see in a bit. There's a point to whiffing moves sometimes. So again, we do the bicycle kicks here. Oh no. Oh no. That was the point of whiffing it. So you whiff a move intentionally so that you can set up into getting the specific timing of the quick roll. So they tech left, right? And when I did it, when Hwoarang did it, he was perfectly aligned to do down 3-4. And you can probably guess where this is going. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 in Hwoarang's favor. So even if he techs right? Haha, same word over and over again. Is that you can catch them with a mid. And this is not even optimized. What you could do, but of course that's safer, right? And of course, by doing that, you're now in the LFS 3 series, which is covered in the advanced Hwoarang frame traps. And you're like, damn. And that covers low mid, and that's a very, very difficult 50-50 to deal with. And it's gonna enter into the RFS F4 mix-up again. And the opponent has to make a decision really, really fast because the damage is gonna pile up off Oki. So now all that's left is to check certain left flamingo options versus the tech rolls, right? So here we covered down 3-4. So down 3-4 and LFS 3 cover both tech rolls, left and right. So now we go to quick recovery, and we're just going to use these two options. We're not going to cover all the other left flamingo options, or else the video is going to go really, really long. So again, basic combo, launch, RFF forward 3. I pressed the wrong button. I said down 3-4 or LFS 3. Oh, down 3-4 covers it. Now all you gotta do is make sure the mid option in that 50-50 covers it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh no. So now the 50-50 options you wanted to run, which is down 3-4 and LFS 3 forward, they're working. So now they work versus the tech rolls, the quick recoveries. Now let's check back roll. Let's see, how does it apply versus back roll? Oh, it's exactly like tech roll. They're gonna get hit by down 3-4 or LFS 3 forward. So now we're gonna do wake up backwards, and then we're gonna do RFF forward 3 again. We'll check it, see how it goes. So it's the same. You're gonna check the mid option just to make sure, because you really need to know that way your execution is there. Okay, so it's the same as tech. So now what you're seeing is down back 4 and RFF 3 get guaranteed damage or a reset off of these, while RFF forward 3 into left flamingo options is still more of a guessing game. Here you're going to change it to stand up. You're seeing the difference in Oki options. Still another guessing game. Front roll. What's the difference? What is the cheese? What kind of cheese is it? Bicycle kick? So if down 3-4 wouldn't catch it, LFS 3 would probably catch it. Oh, it does not. You get a guaranteed hit off both. Okay. Not exactly better than down back 4 or RFF 3, but you'll still take it. It's not that bad. Now they stay on the floor. Now this is the difference about down 3-4 and LFS down 3-4. LFS down 3-4 hits grounded. Because there have been times where Hwoarangs have been paid the price when they do down 3-4, and then as soon as they finish the 4, they get wake up low kick and they get launched. Here, you won't pay the price because after down 3-4, they get pushed, and then you can move back or you can press RFS back 4 because the first hit grounded. That's the main difference between the two. So again, that was side roll. We'll check the next side roll because both rolls are different because the way moves interact with certain rolls are quite different. So you have to just double check them. It doesn't hit grounded there. That's key. Key point. It does not hit grounded there. And we're running it all on the same timing. So now you start to see risks, right? It does not. It does not. It catches side roll left, but it does not catch side roll right. So you see, you're starting to see holes in the Oki option. So it's really good if they're doing if the opponent's waking up this way, but it's not good if they're waking up that way. So that's when you need to cover it with the other two options, which is down back 4 and RFF 3. Depending again on how your opponent's reacting to them and what option they're using. So again, let's do it with the wake up kicks, the kick options from grounded. Oh, counter hit. That's not looking good. We'll see if down 3-4. Again, that was a 14 frame mid. Forward 3+4. Boom. Well, that's not good. Of course, naturally, you could cover the situation with another move. You get it. We're gonna armor through it. But of course, you gotta make sure you're doing it off forward 3. Yeah, there we go. Of course, again, that's like there's a lot of left flamingo options to cover. So, and you have to just really test it with every wake-up option in the game, depending on which wake-up option gets affected from the Oki. Oh, but see, if you do back 3, which was what the option you did to beat wake-up mid-kick, it loses versus low-kick. So the Oki may be good, but it's not fantastic, at least in these situations. So if your opponent's always doing that, you have to know how to deal with it. And so that beats wake-up low. Then we go straight into the recovery kicks, the toe kick. We'll see if the down 3-4 catches. Oh, no, it does not. So, of course, same with the low kick, same with the mid kick. See, if we're just mixing it with the 250-50, which is LFS down 3-4 and LFS 3, it's losing to these wake-up kicks. So, last wake-up kick, the spring attack. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, it loses as well. We'll see. One last time. Go, but different kind of... Okay, so it also loses there. So now you start to see, that's 3 options. 3 buttons, right? That's down back 4, RFF 3, and RFF forward 3 to any of the left flamingo options. The ones that I covered in the video are LFS down 3-4 and LFS 3 forward. So you start to see the Oki options. It has a lot of options. And these are the only ones I'm showing you. There's actually way more you could get after bicycle kicks, bird kicks, of forward 3+4. Way many. Of course, I said 4. And I'll show you the 4th. The reason why I said this 4th is in quotations is because it's just movement. You remember Mishima's, right? Well, Hwoarang's kind of a Mishima himself. So again, we'll have him psycho curl light, wake up backwards. I'm just gonna wave. So I'm gonna try to emulate the 50-50 of Mishima. Oh, there you go. Essentially just the same. It's just movement. And of course, it's not limited to just wave movement. You could change it into left flamingo. You could change it into just an empty RFF. You could change it into right flamingo. And now you can be like Kazuya and get stagger blocked to death. Yeah, if they guess right? So yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless. You could use these 3 buttons and, you know, force your opponent to do the right option to avoid either, if they, okay, for down back 4, force them to block the RFS F4 mix-up or take the grounded hit. If it's dash 3, force them to just tech roll, because that's the best option they could do, and let them take their turn. And of course, if they're doing any other option, both down back 4 and RFF 3 have ways to get them, to pick them up again, to refloat them. And of course, if you want to pile on the pressure and you know your opponent's kind of weak in regards to flamingo pressure or defense, or you want to test them, you want to gather information through the combo, like you're like, okay, I want to get information, but I don't want to do it while we're standing up. So I'll do it like during a combo. That's one of the perks of doing RFF forward 3. Because you get to find out if they're ducking, etc. Versus left flamingo, like if you want to use flamingo in the situation. And of course, if you want to be Mishima-like, you could always enter, just do the wavoo. You can drop the, you could still do the raw 50-50 off RFF forward 3 into down 3-4, just by doing into down 3-4 itself, or JFSR. Like, so that's just scratching the surface of what a forward 3+4 Okizeme looks like for Hwoarang. So of course, to test the Oki options, test all of these and see which option the Oki move that you're doing, the ending option of your combo affects. So again, that was up forward 3+4 Okizeme. That was the cheese for today. Again, I've been Frontier. Thank you for watching.